Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening. Parminder here. Welcome to SAP S/4HANA Simple Logistics, our next chapter. I hope you all are able to hear me clearly and you can also see my screen. Can anyone please confirm?
Yes, we do.
Thank you. So I will quickly go through what we have done in our last session and then we'll proceed ahead. In our last session, we continued our little bit learning on the inventory management side. We have seen few more analytical applications within the inventory management. We have seen that how the analysis need to happen and what more KPIs are available to analyze our material documents and to analyze our material movements. That's what we have seen. Post that, we have jumped into our order to cash improvements. We discussed our order to cash cycle, and then we discussed that in this order to cash cycle, what are the things which is going to improve? What are the things which is going to be changed? So that's what we have discussed here in detail. We have also discussed some another thing which is associated with our cycle, but not mandatory. Like credit management is changing, rebate management is changing. There's a changes in the output management. A lot of analyticals and KPIs has been included. We have also discussed that what would be the impact on the WM side and the shipment LE side. So that part also we have discussed. We have gone through in the system and we have done our end-to-end configuration. Earlier, we did the basic configuration. In last session, we linked our finance configuration with SD, and we did some basic SD configuration so that our scenario can run. So we did the configuration and we did a basic scenario run in our GUI. So we created a sales order, we created a delivery, we do the picking, we did the goods issue, and we created an invoice. So those are the steps we have performed. Now we will be proceeding ahead to do the same kind of steps in Fiori. But before I go ahead with that, I will quickly check if you guys have any questions. Okay, guys, if you don't have any question from the previous session, we'll proceed ahead. I'm assuming that you all are having some system access and you are able to do the same kind of things which we are guiding to you. You are able to do it in the system. Okay. If you are not doing a system hands-on, please, guys, again, I'm requesting, please do it. Otherwise, this concept you will forget it after some time. Now we have done the cycle in our GUI. I would be doing the same cycle by using Fiori now. So let me go to our system. Let the system respond. So we'll directly jump into Fiori and we'll see that how we need to proceed a sales process using Fiori. So I'm jumping into 1909. So here we will see the different applications related to our order to cash cycle, that how to perform an order to cash cycle with the Fiori applications. So I will quickly go to our, some of the business groups are available. So I will directly go to the business groups. There's a business group for sales orders. So I'm going into the sales order business group. Now here I have a different applications available for the sales order. So the first thing which we'll be doing is manage sales order. So I'm going ahead into the manage sales order to check the list of sales order. Again, what we need to do as a first, guys, if you remember, we need to set these views. Okay, these views we need to set that how the information need to be filtered. So multiple filters are available for us. A user comes first time, this screen will come, but we need to guide him that set up your view so that automatically when he comes, the data would be showing here. So here I can just simply click on go. It will bring all the different sales orders. Okay, or what I will be doing here, I would go to the adopt filters and I will actually go to sales organization. And I will select few sales organizations. Our is SG02, right? So I will select SG02. I will select SG01. I will select 820, another sales organization. And I will also select the best practice one, which is 1710. So few sales organization I have selected. I'll click on OK. Now this filter, if I want to save this filter, I can click here and save this filter. I will just click on go. So based on that, all the sales orders are appearing. I will go ahead and save as a view. SG02. Set as a default, apply automatically. Now the next time when I will be coming here on this screen, straight away I will see these list of sales order in front of me. From here, I would be able to see the sales orders. So all of the list of the sales order would be available here. I can go ahead and view the sales orders from here. Okay. And I can also add multiple fields if required. The requested delivery date is coming, the status is coming, and the net value is coming for the orders. So this is kind of a reporting first, and you can see here on the right hand side, there are the multiple options available. I can go ahead and I can actually reject all items of the sales order. I can put a delivery block, or I can directly remove the delivery block, or setting up a delivery block and removing some delivery block, billing block. So few actions has been given on the top, which can be quickly done from here. Or if you want to see the sales order, you can click it here. It would be opening in a new tab where basically actually your transaction code VA03 would be opening. Your sales orders creation, change, and display is not changed. It is same as a GUI screen because sales order is a complex, and SAP is still working on that. It has a lot of function features are there. So you will see when you are creating a sales order, it's still the same kind of screens you will be seeing it. It is still not simplified. But when we'll be going into the sourcing and procurement module, you will see that even the creation of purchase order, creation of quotation, and everything has been simplified. They have the innovated simplified screen for the procurement. But for the sales order creation, change, contract, inquiry, everything goes to the standard GUI based application. Now from here, If I want to go ahead and create my sales order, I have one option here that I can click on create sales order. It clearly says it's a VA01 transaction, create sales order. Here you also doesn't have a copy option. The copy option is available for purchase order, but you can definitely create a sales order with reference if you want. So that creating with reference, the GUI option is still available, but you need to see it is at the right hand side corner. Okay, so that is the basically when you apply a Fiori theme, some of these things has been changed and the option is available here right hand side down. Now we will be creating our order by using this Fiori application. So I will be using order type OR, sales organization. Our sales organization is SG02. Distribution channel is SG. Division is also SG. Sold to party. Let's check our sold to parties for SG02. This is a sold to party I will select. Now I will not put these detailed customer reference or customer reference date. I want to create as this sales order as an incomplete sales order so that we can see that how the issue handling would be addressed in Fiori. So I will be putting my material. Material we created starting from SG02, I think FG01 batch, yes. I will be putting the quantity as a 2. Customer reference I will not put, payment terms, nothing I will put. It says there are open quotations. I say continue. I don't want to go through the quotations. Now pricing condition is missing, that I will maintain it here. PR0. I'll maintain as $16. Then just DC01 I will define. It's showing me some error. I will click on save. This is an incomplete order, but still I want to save it. So the standard order 315 has been saved. If you'll come here and if I will click on go, you would be able to see the standard order 315 is there, status is open. Okay, so this is just for the display or the creation of sales order. You can do it from the manage sales order. Now the process which will be there, so there would be a mass processing process where you create a batch jobs to create a deliveries, and then for back order processing, creating a deliveries, and then processing ahead these deliveries, doing a goods issue, and then doing some again some mass processing to create invoices. So that mass processing process still will be there. Okay, the transaction codes are still there. The Fiori application, same as the GUI applications, are still there. We would be able to proceed ahead. The innovation which came through Fiori is the exception handling. So in the mass processing, if some transaction got failed, which happens many times, delivery was not be able to create, you will not be able to process the sales order because it is incomplete. Some credit blocks are there, so you will not be able to proceed ahead. Stocks are not there, so the quantities is not confirmed, so you'll not be able to proceed ahead. So there would be a lot of exceptions would be coming up, which need to be addressed. So this order to cash process has been enhanced or has been improved to provide us the exception handlings through the issue handlings in the order fulfillment. So when we are having a lot of these kind of issues which will stop our process, how we would be able to resolve those issues? That is what we are going to see here. So I will be going ahead into the sales order fulfillment, which is resolve issue. And here we will see that what kind of issues we are having, whether we are having some issues in our process. So before I go ahead and explain you, if anyone has any question related to your the process which we have discussed, sales, just simply sales order creation. If any question is there from that one, you can ask it now. Okay, if there is no question, I would proceed ahead. Yes, so incompletion log also fall under the error handling. So both we will be seeing. Let's see that now. So here, what do you see? Or let's say your fulfillment manager or a sales manager comes here, and then he would be able to see that how many different kind of issues are there. Guys, you can raise your hand, and then I think I would be able to make you unmuted. Yes, Soumya, please go ahead. Soumya, try to unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi, Param. I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, to create a sales order, you went through manage sales order, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only place that you can, is that the only place to create the sales order, or is there any other place that you can go directly to create a sales order?
You can also go directly to create a sales order. You can go to the VA01 direct application. If the application is not there, if you remember in our Fiori classes, we have actually created an application for VA01 quickly. It just take 10 minutes, 5 minutes of time to put the application for VA01. So you can go
Okay.
directly to VA01, or you can go to the manage sales orders, and from there you can go to the VA01.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah, Vikram, please go ahead.
Yeah, Parminder, so the question I have is that what we see now is if there's any errors in the sales order after saving the order, that's what you would see in this log. But if you have, like, for example, a listing exclusion error where you cannot enter a certain material and the order, currently in ERP will stop you from saving the order, that would still say as is, right? Where you would not be able to save the order and you got to resolve it while you're processing the order, correct?
Yes, that's correct. So let's say right now we are able to, with this incompletion log, we are able to save the order. If you have done the configuration that without this data, even you would not be able to save the order, it would be error message rather than a warning. Then when you are creating a sales order, you need to put all the mandatory things to get the sales order saved. So this issue or error handling, fulfillment issue handling, which we will be seeing is after the sales order get punched. But any error which is coming while sales order punching, let's say, if you remember that earlier when we have not done the configuration, we were trying to create a sales order and it was saying that the pricing procedure is not determined. So that was an error. So with that error, it will not come here. We will not be able to punch the sales order. All the errors or issues which comes after the sales order punched would be captured into the through the fulfillment issues.
Thank you.
Okay, if you don't have any another question, I will proceed ahead. Now I want to see, so this is by default, it is showing we are having some very old sales orders here, which is still pending. So you can see the next action in days is a negative. So the next action which was there, the action which we are supposed to do is 500 days ago. This happens because this is just a test system. Many people create orders and then it just became it will be just lying here as it is, and no action has been done. So to get our order, what I will do, I will filter this list. I will sort this list. I will be clicking here, and there I would be sorting. Right now it is showing me the negative quantities, the most delayed quantities first. I can do the multiple sortings from here. I would be sorting it that other way around, that in future sales order, it will be showing me first. Okay, otherwise this sorting is actually makes sense. You can sort it with the next action days ascending, so that the delayed ones will be coming first. Or you can also filter it based on the net order value. Based on the net order value, the biggest order which is there that you want to see it first, and check what are the issues are there you want to process it first. So here I will be changing this sorting by clicking here, and I will say rather than ascending on the next action days, so you can also change it to the net order value if you want to see the biggest order first. That also can be done. But the next action days I will be changing to descending. So now when I change it, it would be showing me that the future order, it will be showing me first. So the order number 269 is actually due in 46 days. So here all of these orders is having some kind of issues. Now, as a sales manager or as a delivery manager, if you want to see that where actually are different issues for you, you would be able to see that issues from the top itself. So this window give you a little bit clarity that to do the order fulfillment, you have a multiple areas. You have a set of team who is working on in orders. In orders, the issues which comes during the, like say, the incompletion of sales order. The sales document is not completed. Your warehouse team cannot pick it because either there is a delivery block, billing block, or the sales document itself is not completed. So this is the in order issues. So there would be set of people who would be working on this in order issues. Okay, so there you are having 243 issues. So you can identify that where is your bottleneck. You want to make sure that you are having a good fulfillment rates. To have a good fulfillment rates, you need to identify which department is lagging, where I am lagging. So here you can see that order creation itself is having a problem. The orders are not created properly, or it is getting blocked due to some reason. So this is the bottleneck. Out of 334 issues, 243 issues are there only. This is just the test system. You will get the actual data and actual bottlenecks in your productive system. Then it says that two are in supply. So if your sales order is linked with the purchase requisition and purchase orders, that linkage is there. It will also identify whether your supplies is getting delayed. If the supply is getting delayed, it will also show you that we have not received the supply for it. So the fulfillment would be issue. This is your warehouse team. When they are processing the deliveries, either the deliveries is not created, there is some issue with the delivery creation, or there is some issue with the post goods issue, or there is some issue with the picking. So you can focus on that if you want to focus the issues in your delivery department or warehouse department. Now this is your revenue blocker, clear revenue blocker. You have done all the process, but the invoice has not raised. There is some issue to raise the invoice. So all the shipment and all the process has been done from your books. You have issued the material, but still you have not created a invoice. So if the invoice has not been created, you will not be receiving the payment. So this is also a quick action taken for you. You can follow your finance team. If the finance team create the invoice, or whatever the department who is responsible to create invoices in the system, you can follow up with them that why there is a 63 sales order where the all other process has been completed, but still we have not raised the invoice. So that focus you would be able to get it from here. Then you can click on any particular place that you only want to see the invoices. You can click here. This list would be updated with the invoice issues. Right now it is total issue. It is at the total issues. You would be able to see here in invoice, in order. So that is the first category of your issue handling, that high level, the issue is there in which area. Then you would also be having further issues. So within the invoice, what is the issue? The general entry has not been created. That is the issue. Within the in order, what is your issue? The issue is the order is incomplete. So there can be the multiple issues here: delivery block, billing block, order incomplete. Within in order, it can also have a multiple issues that you would also be able to review. Delivery issue. The delivery is not created. That is the issue. So let's say in delivery, this is a issue in delivery, or delivery has been created, but it is a shipping issue. Either picking is not done or goods issue is pending. Okay, here the invoices have not been created. It's an invoice issue. So you would be able to get your all of the issues listed here as a fulfillment manager. You would be able to check which areas basically is lagging behind, where you need to focus, where you need to push efforts, or where you need to do the monitoring, so that the all other process, your overall order fulfillment can improve. So that can come from this list. I will just take a quick screenshot of this. I will enter it in our deck. So this is our issues which we can get it from here. Now the next thing is comes that I don't want to only see the issues. The thing which I want to do is I want to resolve the issues. Okay. One thing is that this list will be helping me to identify that which issue I need to resolve first. So you can see in the days the customers which is overdue last 1-2 days, or which is due today, or which is due in next 2 days. And then you can also do the sorting based on the order value. The biggest order values, you need to address it first. So that also you can see it from here. So we will be focusing in our example, we created this order number 315. It is showing me incomplete or delivery issues. Some of the issues you would be able to select from here, and you would be able to resolve from here itself. Okay, so let's say the incompletion of the data, there's no need to go inside it. They have given a button here. I would be able to resolve from here. Again, the process which I am showing you here is an exception process. There can be a mass processing would be there, where the order would be completed based on the standard SAP process which you have defined, which would be having some Z transaction code, or which would be having some batch jobs to make the processing faster. This is the exception process where the things got stuck. So the exception which has been there, where the things got stuck, you want to move them, you want to focus those areas. So this is just a focus area. Now this order has incomplete issues. Now, not only the sales manager, the fulfillment team, your fulfillment clerk, and the team who is responsible would also be able to come here and filter their issues. So there are the multiple filters available from here. So you can filter based on the issue. Okay, if particular incompletion issues you want to see, you can filter based on that issue. They would be able to check what are the different kind of issues are there which they need to resolve. So this is incomplete. I want to resolve it. I need to deliver it today. Okay, so I need to resolve it. Otherwise, the delivery, I would not be able to do it. So I need to complete it. So resolve incomplete data. Customer reference number is missing. So we'll put customer reference number. Payment term is missing. Put this payment down. Document is completed. I will click on save. So the order number 315 we have saved. I will refresh it from here. Now it comes as a delivery issue. Okay, delivery issue, we need to go ahead and see that what kind of delivery issue is there, and we need to resolve it further. Okay, so this is a delivery issue. So to resolve this issue, I will click it here. Now here it shows me what is the issue. Delivery issue is delivery is due today, and still we have not created the delivery. So you can see the status here. Creation of delivery is pending. The delivery has not been created. Okay, again, if you want to, it comes under the exception, and if you want to quickly resolve it by creating a delivery and you want to dispatch it quickly, the options are available. You can click it here and you can create delivery. So delivery has been created. If I will refresh it here, so the delivery issues has been gone now. Now it goes to the shipping issue. It shows is this delivery 8000188 has been created. Now it is having a shipping issue. What is a shipping issue? Shipping issue is post goods issue is pending. Post goods issue is due today and it is still have not been done. If you want to do the post goods issue, you can actually do it from here also, rather than going into the change purchase order and doing a goods issue from there, or going into the change delivery and doing a goods issue from there, doing a picking. From this screen also, you would be able to do it. So let's say I click on the post goods issue item. So when I click on the post goods issue item, it is throwing me error that the picking has not been done. Okay, so we have given a feedback very early in 1610 itself that there should also be a button for picking here. That would be easy for user. But the picking also can be done. To do the picking, you need to click on this delivery. Multiple links will open. So we have put this link, pick outbound delivery. If I click on the more links here, you would be able to see that multiple links are available here. Okay, so here this pick delivery we have marked as tick. That's why it is showing. If you mark this multiple ticks, you would be having a multiple links coming here. I will click on pick outbound delivery. So I came here in the pick outbound delivery. So here I can put the picking quantity. If you want to go into the detail of this line item, you can click it here. Then here you can pick my picking quantity is 2. Story location is also missing. I'll put story location FGSG. Apply. I will click it here and I need to click on copy picking quantity. So picking quantity is copied now, and you can see it is ready for goods issue. Now this is ready for goods issue. The picking has been completed. If I'll go back here, if I'll do the post goods issue from here, now system should allow me to do the post goods issue. Now you see the goods issue has been posted. If I'll refresh it here, you see now the issue is invoicing. The invoicing has not been done. Again, I'm showing it into a process flow here. Actually, in production or in a productive environment, it will not go as a process. So different team would be working on different issues. So they would be able to identify, they would be able to prioritize their issue, and they would be able to resolve the issues. Okay. So if you want to see the process flow, you can just click it here on the process flow. It will show which process has been complete, shipping has been completed, invoice is a pending process here. Invoice has an issue, and what is the issue in the invoice? Invoice is still not posted. If you want to quickly create the invoice, you can just click it here, create invoice. And system will create an invoice at the background, and it says the invoice is created. If we see the process flow, now the invoice number also you are able to see it. So invoice has also been created. If I will refresh it here, now it has gone out. The order has gone out from the issue list because all the issues has been resolved. If I will go back to my previous screen, if I will refresh here, the order will also go out from this list. Now this order doesn't appear here. The issues has been resolved for that order. I will take a quick pause here to check if you guys have any issues, you can ask it now.
Hey, Parminder.
Yes, please.
So are these things like standard with S4, like all these issue categories and stuff? Is this standard or is?
This is standard with SAP.
Okay.
This is all standard stuff. If you want to add your more issues, you can enhance it.
Right.
If you want to add your custom issues to it, you need to write a logic and you need to do the enhancement of this application, which is very much possible.
That's right. Thank you.
So, Parminder, in case of large orders, deliveries, and invoices, there are different teams, as you mentioned. Now, these errors, they exist, but is it something like people have to go here and manually do, or when the delivery job runs, it gets cleared, invoice job runs, it gets cleared? So, or does this keep on like from one stage to another? Does it appear in this error handling screen as okay, delivery not done, delivery issue, invoice issue?
Okay, so what happens if I see as a business process or order fulfillment, we will be having a batch jobs. We'll be having a batch job to create deliveries, or we'll be having a batch jobs for the invoice list and creating the invoices. But what happens, the transaction got stuck in the batch jobs. So batch job, wherever it would be able to create delivery. It would create delivery. Let's say your schedule line is not confirmed, so that batch job will not pick that delivery. It will not create that delivery. Or if the delivery block is there, your batch job will not pick that one. Okay, maybe it will try in the next batch job tomorrow. If the still issue is there, it will not fulfill it. A day after tomorrow, it will try. But if the still issue is there, it will not pick that delivery. It will not pick that sales order and convert into the delivery. So although we are having a lot of batch processing to start to increase our efficiency, this process comes in that within the batch process also you will see the 100 of transactions, or some cases the 1,000 of transactions are failing on daily basis. There are the sales order which need to be processed ahead, but because the sales order is incompleted or because the delivery blocks are there, your deliveries are not getting created because of those issues.
Yeah,
So
today we have this error handling, like the job monitoring team does that. So is that going to completely replace that, or it will coexist? The like today the job monitoring teams looks at this logs when such a case happens rather than business. So you mean to say that you will have that continuing, and this would be an extra feature for business to look into what's happening?
So that is a very ineffective way. So in that also your monitoring also doesn't capture all of the things. Let's say you have done a very good job setting up a batch job and identifying all of the things which is failing and creating a report out of it, but that is very inefficient way for a business users. They would be getting some emails, and then from emails what issue is there, who need to address this issue, which issue need to be addressed by whom, and what actions we need to be taken. So what there are two things. One is that the issues, so they would be having 100 of issues which will come up. But out of those 100 of issues, which issue I need to address it first, which can help to increase my revenue or which can help to reduce my leakages in the revenue. So out of 100 issues, I would not be able to address all of these 100, but which are the top 10, which I should pick it up and quickly resolve it. So this issue handling will helping in two ways. First thing, sorting. So I have not shown the sorting part to you. I will show how the issues can be intelligently sorted out to identify which issues need to be addressed first. So that's sorting part. And second part, you have identified the issue. Now you want to resolve it. So SAP has also given a step that you can also proceed ahead and resolve the issue.
So this can this be integrated with the Soulman sort of alert, like the BPMon alerts and all, in HANA?
Not as a standard.
No, this is okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, Parminder, this seems like this is almost like a dashboard that SAP has put together, because today in ECC, you have all these SD logs like v.21, v.02, VFX3 now. Like you said, maybe little ineffective because there are different logs users have to look every month. But it seems like what SAP has done now is they have packaged everything in a single dashboard where you can then go and look at all these errors in one place versus running so many different SD logs or queues, Is that kind of what this is, kind of a replacement of the different logs that you have today?
Yes, you are very correct. So right now there are 5 or 6 different transactions already exist in ECC, which we need to go it in differently and identify what the issue is. Two things are not there. One thing is the multiple transaction, you need to go through it. Second thing is that even though you go to the multiple transaction, you identify the issue. From that place, it doesn't guide you to resolve the issue. Third thing is it doesn't help you to prioritize the issue. So I've not shown you the prioritization. One thing you can do it with this filtration of this, but with the intelligent analytics, I will show you next. It is very quick to identify that which issue you need to address it first. So system would be showing in the next application. I will show you where system will be generating some graphs. And from the graph, you would be very clearly identifying, okay, this is the issue, I need to address it first. It is blocking my huge amount of revenue. And if I don't deliver it, I can lose this revenue. So that intelligence would come here from this Fiori applications.
Sure. And if I may just extend my question, when we say next action and days, what is the criteria for that? Is that the requested delivery date of the customer, which is telling you whether this is a day behind or 3 days behind or 46 days in future? What is the criteria it's kind of running that through? And it says next action and days.
So there are multiple dates available. So in the sales order, you have a goods issue date, you have a delivery date, you have an invoice date. So for each one, it compares that date. So if it is showing a goods issue that there's an issue in shipment, so that shipment need to be done today. That is the day is today, and we have not done it today. So it will be showing that it is due in 0. So it is not that only the delivery date, requested delivery date system check, but to do that action, we have a different dates. We have a picking date, we have a goods issue date, we have delivery date, we have invoice date. For a particular issue, when system is checking, it checks the particular date. And let's say for this one, I need to create an invoice in next 5 days, and invoice has not been created. So system will say that that is not an issue for today. I need to create it after 5 days, invoice need to be created. Invoice date is after 5 days, that is fine. So system will not bring it into issue. So multiple dates it check. So kind of issue it is checking, the kind of date it will check.
Sure. And one last thing on this, Parminder. You showed the flow where you had the sales order creation and then the delivery creation. Once you cleared the delivery and got the goods issue, then finally you hit the invoice was created. Now, what happens if there's a accounting error on the invoice? How will that show up? I mean, I know the flow showed the invoice was created, but if there's no accounting document, will that be flagged in your process flow, or will it be caught through this dashboard?
Yeah. So you will see here, now this is here, you see the no general entry. So here you will see the invoice is created, but there's an issue in the accounting. So if I check it here in the process flow, there's account determination error. So you can see the invoice number here, but accounting issue is there. So that's also system captures.
This is great. Thank you.
Yeah, Param, I had a question. Like, if you go back to the sales sort of fulfillment issue page, Okay, when you're on this page, it shows you total issues, then it shows in order, in supply, in delivery, and invoice at the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know like if the each person will be, the delivery people will be taking care of the delivery issues, the invoice people will be taking care of the invoice issues, and the sales sort of people like. But right now in this page, I see all the issues, right, related to delivery, to invoice, and sales order.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm expecting is like, maybe I'm thinking it wrongly, like if I'm focused only on the order creation part, if I come into this page, so I will be seeing only the sales order issues on this page.
Yeah. So what SAP has given, this is not a single application. They are the multiple application. It's basically 5 or 6 application, different applications they have given. Okay. Yeah. So in these 5 or 6 different application, you would also be having an application which is only for a particular issue. You would be able to see that what is my sales order, which is incomplete. Let me check. Where is this? There is an application available which would be showing you only the incomplete sales order.
Okay.
So let's say the example here, that the list of incomplete sales quotation here, list of incomplete sales inquiry. So there's a specific application which is specific to a issue. You would only be seeing. It's the same way SAP has also given application where you would be only seeing that the issues which is related to the credit block. So the specific application is there.
Okay. Okay.
This is incomplete SD document. The old transaction V02 is there. I think somebody has removed this application from here. But there is also application for incomplete sales orders also.
Okay.
Okay. Then, okay. If we don't have a further question, I will jump it to the second part. Now I will explain you that further applications are there. So you can also use this application, and then you can put your filters of your issues, so that whenever you will see these application, you would be able to see what issues you are interested in. Vikram, your hand is still raised. Do you still have a question?
I'm sorry. I'll put it down. Sorry.
Okay. So here, this is the sales order fulfillment issue analysis. So you would be able to do the issue analysis from here. Okay. And here you can put your filter. You can put your billing block, sales order, or based on the issue also, you can put a filter, and you can identify based on your issue category, or based on issue, you can put a filter, and you would be able to identify your issues which is relevant to you. That can be quickly done. And then it will be also showing you that all the analytics related to the issues. So we are having a shipping issues. In total, we are having 26. Delivery issue in the sales order, we are having in total 148. Incomplete data in the sales order is 22. Okay, delivery block is one is having a delivery block. So this is the different kind of issues are there. So you can change this graph. Right now it is based on the issue. If you want to see based on the sales organizations, which sales organization are having a more issues, that also you would be able to identify from here. Or if you want to identify your issues based on the customers, that is also available. So your 1710 sales organization, which is domestic sales organization US, is having the highest number of issues. Okay, so your fulfillment would be poor for this sales organization, although these sales organization fulfillment would be better. So you can, first thing you can identify, you need to focus in this sales organization. If you want to also see based on your customer, if you want to see your complete list of sales order, if you click on the sales order, it will automatically give you a grid, because sales order would be a huge volume. It doesn't make sense to generate analytics out of it. So it would be giving you the list of the sales orders. So here I go back to my issues. Another way you can also identify is based on the customer. Now, when you go to the customer, it will be showing you a bubble chart. Okay, it shows the invalid data. So sometime it can show you here. So what you need to do, you need to go to the adapt filters, go to the more filters and try to find the currency. So these kind of issues comes when basically you're having a multiple currencies in your filter, and then system will not show because USD and Euro, it cannot show it together. So let me put document currency as USD. Sorry, I need to give the statics currency, USD. Okay, now it is showing me. Now here, let me make it bigger. So these are kind of the graphs where business is more interested. They want to identify, this graph shows you the number of issues in the total, plus it also shows you the bubble. The bigger the amount is holding, the bigger the bubble is. Okay, and the next action in the days. So this is a very important graph. From here, when you are having 100 of issues, 100 of exceptions, or 1,000 of exceptions would be there. The most important thing is that daily I need to do a lot of actions. But which action I should do first, which will increase my fulfillment. Okay, so there you would be able to identify where the big bubbles are there. So this is a big bubble for me, around 1.68 million US dollar got stuck with the particular customer, which is your, I think this one, domestic US customer. Okay, this customer has a lot of order and a lot of order is getting stuck here. And you will also see in the time axis, this is falling somewhere around back. So you will see that a lot of orders are in the back. Okay, but when you are actually working on your productive data and you are making sure the order fulfillment has been happened, and wherever you are not able to fulfill the sales order, you are rejecting a sales order. These negative 250, 200, 150 would not be there. Maximum it will start from -50 and it will go in future. The another issue is say that today you need to deliver this and there's a big amount which is holding here. This is a big amount here which is get holded. Okay, and this is small, small, small. The smaller the dot, lower the amount. So where you need to focus on the bigger bubbles. This is your focus area where you need to focus first. This is the focus area you need to focus first. See, so in the actual graph, it would be like here, let's say I'm putting it here, minus, it will not be -50, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 5. So your focus area would be this range. In this range, if there is any big bubble, this big bubble can cause a revenue leakage for you. Okay, it can reduce your order fulfillment percentage. This is the first thing you need to target it. Might be there are some small bubble here, here, here. And if you are not focused, you would be working, taking actions here, taking actions here, taking action here. But in that way, you will miss that big bubbles, which is having a more impact on your revenues. So with these kind of graphs, that thing you will be able to analyze. I will take a quick screenshot and I will show you. So right now, this is based on the customer. I will also show you how to generate this graph based on your sales orders. So you want to focus on the sales order, sales document. So how you would be able to do it, that also we'll see. Now here, even though if you want to go into the detail of this, you can click on this one. It will be showing you that the total number of issue is 2, and this is due today. This is the customer. If you want to see what kind of issues are there, you can click it here. It would be showing the particular issues which is there for that customer. So there are the two issues. One issue is that incomplete sales data in the sales order. Second is the delivery issue in the sales order. So I want to see that one. I can click it here. I can go to my sales orders, whatever the sales order which is having that issue. And from here, I would also be able to go ahead and resolve this issue. So this is the place where the issue is. Okay, then I can go here. Okay, now it is showing open in resolve sales order issues. Now it will take me back to the earlier stage where we have done. So here what we have done, from the analysis we identify out of so many issues, which issue this is a $1 million sales order, which is somebody has punched, but it is not completed. It can be a very small or basic issue. When people are working in so many things, these things can be missed out. Okay, but if it is, you are having a efficient tools which can quickly highlight it, maybe just few clicks are required to resolve it. Maybe only the customer reference is missing or some of the details which is missing, due to that it is incomplete. But if it is highlighted that it's a big order, you need to make sure it is delivered on time. Or otherwise there can be also chances that customer can also cancel the order. So these kind of functionality is very important, where if the orders are not delivered, customer can cancel the order. In the retails, it happens a lot. If you're delaying your delivery, they will not accept the same delivery which you requested today after a month period. So they cancel the order. So that you can with this analysis, you would be able to identify it and also resolve it. I will show you another way to analyze this. So this is at the customer level analysis. I'm analyzing which customer is important for me. It's holding my revenues. Now we'll do another analysis where we will be seeing it based on the. So I can change this charts. Okay, so this options, all the applications, all the analytics which is delivered after 1709, you will see here they have given an option. You would be able to play around with the chart setting. So right now my series is sold to party. That is my dimension and it is as the series. Rather than sold to party, I want to see my sales order. So I'm removing this sold to party. I will go and see my sales document. Let me search from here. A lot of items are there. So sales document type, document date, document billing document. Here is my sales order. Try to see from order. Sales order. So this I want to select and this I want to select as a series. Now here this analysis will exactly show me which sales order I need to focus on. So earlier it was showing the analysis based on the customer. Now here it would be typically showing me that which sales order I need to focus. So now it says that if we see based on the sales order, this sales order has gone past. Now we are having few sales order here. You can see it. There are only few sales orders are here, which we need to address it, which is having issues and we need to address it. So we will do one thing. We'll try to create a sales order, which is in the bigger amount, and it should display here so that we can identify that the sales order, which need to be delivered today or in next couple of days, and it's having issues, would be displayed here. So that step I would be doing, I will create one more sales order to explain it. But before I proceed ahead, if you have any questions till now, you can ask it. You can raise your hand, you can type your question. Any question till this point, if you're having, you can ask it. Guys, do you have any questions? Or shall I proceed ahead? If you don't have any question, let's proceed ahead. So let's try to create an order which should be created as a big bubble here so that we can make sure that this graph is working as expected. So let me create an order from here itself. So I'll copy this order. I'll go create with reference order, or my order number is 350. Copy. Okay, customer reference number is blank. That is good. It will create an issue for this. And requested delivery date, I will put a little bit in future, 25th/06, 2020. I need to also change a date here in the line item, 25/06, 2020. And now I will change the pricing part of it. So rather than $16, I will put somewhere around 10,000 or $100,000, let's say. Save. It is incomplete, that's fine. Order 316 has been created. Let's go back to our application. Now I will try to refresh it. Let's see that if our orders appears here. There's still no order here, so let me check what's the problem. So I will go and I will put my sales organization in the filter here. This is sales organization. Our sales organization is SG02. No data available. Okay, let me think. Okay, I think it can be a currency issue. It is using a statistic currency, US dollar, and I'm not sure whether we have updated this currency in our sales org or not. So let me quickly check. I will go into SPRO and I will quickly check this currency, whether we have used, because in these graphs, it uses statistical currency. So that statistical currency, if it is not put it in the sales org creation, then it can create a problem. So I'm going into enterprise structure, definition, sales and distribution, sales organization. SG02. Statistical currency is blank. So let me put this as USD. Make sure that, guys, we put it there and try to put same currency as a company code. So based on this currency, it is using in the Fiori applications to do the reporting. So I will save this one in our transport request, which is SG02. This one. So data has been saved and created. Okay. So this I have done. Now let me check it. Let me try to refresh it. Let's see if it brings something. I think we need to create a new sales order now. the existing sales order, this configuration will not impact. Okay, let's quickly create one more order. So I will copy this one now. Three 116. Okay. Let me save as it is. Save. 317 has been created. Now let me refresh it again. Still no data. Okay. Okay. Let me remove this and let me also remove this. Let's try again. So I will try to go back and run the application again. This actually should show. The another issue can be because we have copied the order. That can be another issue. So I will quickly create one new order from scratch and then we'll see. Okay, continue. Sold to party. So this is my sold to party which I'm using it. Customer reference number I'm not putting. I will put my material SG02, FG01 batch. I will put my quantity as 10, let's say. A bigger, okay, 10 is enough. Rest all things I'm open quotation, continue. And then I will be adding price. I will add higher. PPR 0. Now this one I would be adding here a little bit higher price. Okay. $100,000. BC01. Save. Save. So order 318 has been created. So let's first check whether this order comes into this analysis or not. 3118 is coming in this analysis or not. So 3118 is coming with 0 days. 3117 is also coming with 4 days. Static currency. Let's check the static currency whether it's appearing or not. 3117, it is appearing. 3118 also, it is appearing. So this, it should show. It should show. Okay, let me go back. Do we have our sales organization here? Our sales organization is not there. SG02, it is not showing. So I completely came out and then I will try to relaunch that application. So where we need to go again go to our sales order group. And from the sales order group, sales order business group, we will try to launch that analyze fulfillment issues. So we are also trying to do some troubleshooting here if some problem come. Sales orders, okay. Sales order fulfillment analyze issues. Based on the sales organization. Let me put our sales organization in the filter. SG02, go. Still no data available. Okay, guys, I will check it offline. Looks like all configuration is in place. It should not show like this. It should show actually our data here in the graphs, but it is not showing. The one of the reason can be because of the currency issues only, but currency issue we have fixed. So I need to check what is the issue, why it is not bringing us the data which is belong to our sales organization. Although it is bringing our data here. So 3118, it is bringing here. But when we do the filter for SG02, it is not bringing.
Is it because of the next action days? Should it be more than 0 or something like that?
The next action days is also 0 here. No, that should not be issue because that it should appear on the 0 line. It should appear on the 0 line. So let me put sales org here. Sales organization, and then all the values, net value in static currency. Sometimes it also happens we have just done the configuration and I need to clear cache. Sometimes that can be also an issue. So net value in the static currency, you can see the earlier orders it's showing 0. But after I have changed the settings, now the currency net value in the static currency that is showing 200K USD and 1 million US dollar. It is already showing here. Sales organization is also SG02. So I will do a last attempt and then we will proceed ahead. I will try to clear the cache. Maybe that can be the only issue. So let me quickly try to do that. Okay, cache has been cleared. close it and let's reopen. Now it will take a little bit of time to open it, but let's check. So in the Excel grid, it is showing us all the things correctly, but the graph is not picking it up. So that is the issue. So if still it doesn't work, then generally we take help from the UI5 consultants, ask them to check what exactly the issues is, they can debug and check.
Is there some limit of number of customers, like only 10 customers or somewhere to display in the variant?
No, that should not be an issue. This first thing I need to fix is that I need to put static currency as USD. Okay, now I have some big bubble here at the 0. Let me check if it is coming from my sales order. This is SG01. Okay, now it came, guys. SG02, the order which we have created for SG02, it's coming. Now, if I filter it with for SG02, that should also work. Let me quickly do that. It should show me only one bubble now. Okay, still no data. Some problem is there with this filter SG02. Okay, with SG02 filter, it is not working. That we need to check. There might be some note which we need to implement. There is a lot of notes related to these kind of application. But you would be able to see now in this graph, we are able to see this one of our order which we have created. And that is appearing after we cleared the cache. So SG02 is now appearing here. This bubble is from the SG02. If you go ahead into the sales orders, now it should show us our sales order, which is creating this big bubble. So 317 and 318, both it is showing, which is creating this bubble. Okay, let me also try to do one more thing here. So this is a customer specific. Sorry?
The sales org was given as capital SG02 only, right? I was just try
in filter. Okay, good point. Let me try that. Okay, let me go back and then try. Here it is working, but in the graph it is not working. SG02. Oh, you are correct. You are correct, actually. Maybe I'm putting in the smalls, that's not work, but that's also a bug. Generally, all these things system should automatically convert into the caps and then it should work. But that's a good exercise. So two things we learn. One is the clearing a cache works and then putting the things in caps works here. Okay. So here, one more thing I will do, I will again change this graph as we have done earlier because we are interested in the sales orders, right? So now the bubble becomes smaller because it's a comparative. Earlier we were having small bubbles. So the $1 million is a big bubble. But now we don't have anything else. That's why the bubble is small. So I'm removing the sold to party and I will put here sales order as a series. Now you see the big bubble come because it's a comparative. It divided that smaller bubble, one customer bubble, into the sales order. So we have a $1 million US, which is today. And now you can see the graph has been shifted in the future. The scaling has automatically done. And after 4 days, we have one more order, which is around 200,000 US that need to be delivered, and it has action after 4 days. So definitely this is the more prior action for us, which we need to do. Now I can also remove this SG02 and click it. Oh, it again changed back to customer. Why change back to customer? Check my graph. No, sales order is there in series. Okay, some problem with this issue, so we need to check and implement some of the SAP nodes. It's a little bit inconsistent. So right now, in the positive days for the sales order, which should appear here, that is actually not appearing. Let me try to put some range of orders. SG01, SG02. 820. And 1710. Yeah, the graph looks better now. So all of the different kind of orders now it is showing me here. I think one of the reason, yes, it's correct. It's too many orders, so it is only displaying the first orders. It is not going to the 315 or 318 orders. It's not going that. That is another reason. It's too many orders here. So if I will remove it, this one. Now it is showing me my order. Yes, so 3 things we identify. First thing is that putting a caps work. Second thing is clearing a cache we need to do. Third thing, we need to put the statical currency in the sales organization. Fourth thing, it has a limitation. If there's too much of the data, it just show the initial data. Okay, so the last part can be improved by implementing SAP nodes or by putting extensibility. You can put it up that how many number of different sales order or how many number of different bubble systems should be showing it here. Now it works exactly as per our expectation. All the bubbles are coming here. I will take a quick pause here to check if you have any kind of questions before we proceed ahead. It was a little longer exercise, but good to do. We now know that how to do the troubleshooting part.
Parminder, quick question.
Yeah,
So
Vikram.
if you of course, you would configure a whole bunch of custom order types. So with custom order types, you don't have to do any special settings there. System should automatically read it, right?
Yes, yes. Custom order type, there is no need to do any special settings. It automatically reads. Custom order types, custom delivery types, it automatically comes here. That we have not, I have never faced the issue related to that. So what happens that my experience is that when SAP gives an application, So whatever the application they have given in 1610, we face that in 1809, the operation was more smoother for them. So SAP keeps on improving the application, which was just launched in 1610. We struggled with those applications. It was having so much of bugs, but after 1809 version, those applications started working smoothly. The same kind of things also we are facing now. The application which is released recently during 1809 and 1909, you would be having some bugs, some chances of improvement would be there. And in the third version, the application would be working smoothly. Otherwise, if you will be working with the same version or the next version, you need to definitely implement some SAP notes wherever you find some issues.
Parminder, one more question.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, sales order is basically a document that generates revenue for you. So is debit memo also. It's not a traditional revenue generating document, but when you issue a debit memo, the customer pays and you collect money. Based on that definition, will debit memos also show up here, or it's only sales orders or that category that shows up in this kind of a report?
So you can filter it based on your order category. So you can put the order category, that which order category system should select to show some graph. Generally, it is open. Few places you will see that few application SAP has actually hard-coded the order category. It only show the specific order category, but that is also not that much hard-coded. Your UI5 consultant would be easily able to go and remove that order category. So that can be controlled through the order category, that which orders need to be shown.
Thank you.
Yes, Soumya.
Right now you're just analyzing the sales order that we have created, and the bigger bubble right now, the 100 million has some issues, right? In this, just analyzing this. So from here, I mean, you can go to the sales order to fix the issues, or what do you do from here?
Yeah, here we pick the sales order, and then we try to fix the issue.
So if you click on the bubble itself, it will take you to the sales order?
Yeah, so let's say, let me scroll it down. Now here, this is the bigger bubble, okay? You want to work on this bigger bubble. You click on this one, and then you go to the sales order.
Oh, okay.
And from the sales order here, you need to select the sales order. You need to go open in the resolve sales order issues. And then again, the same steps you can do, which we have done earlier. So click in here, open in, resolve sales order issues.
Okay.
Now from here, you can resolve the sales order issues step by step.
Step by step, okay.
Yeah, Vikram.
I removed my hand. I was a little late in removing it. Sorry, Parminder.
No issues.
Hi, Parminder. I have one question. Regarding that MRP exceptions, like for example, if the delivery date is like today, and our purchase order date maybe after a month. So in these cases, exceptions is exception usually thrown by the MRP. So how can we like organize this? And because when you see that report, maybe a sales order issue report, so it will continuously show, okay, this is an exception, this is an exception. But most probably our procurement team and sales order team mostly, okay, confirm, okay, that's fine. If it's late, it's late. But yes, we will ignore these messages. But how can we smartly organize this thing? Because these type of issues is quite large in the list. So do you understand my question?
Yeah, so the issue, Vikas, which you are mentioning is a planning issue. So these ones, wherever we are discussing the order fulfillment issue, it will be showing you issues where basically the document is having a hard linkage. It also show you the issues in the supply, if you have noticed in the previous application, but it will be only showing if the hard linkage is there. Now the MRP issues which comes up, it comes up through the soft linkage. Your purchase acquisition or your purchase order doesn't have a hard linkage with the sales order. Okay, that's we will be able to see in the planning. But if your purchase order is having a hard linkage, it's in the document flow of your sales order. You have created a purchase order with reference to your sales order, and then that purchase order is getting delayed. It will appear here. But the soft linkages, it will not come here. But for soft linkages, yes, SAP S/4HANA has an answer for that. Yes, smartness is there. That we'll be discussing in our MRP chapter. I will show you. They are the innovative applications specific for the sales order, that how you can compare that based on your sales order demand. What are the supplies which is not coming on time, where you need to check it. A specific application has been given for that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. Any other question, guys, before we proceed ahead? Okay. So this part we have seen. I just want to quickly also show you some more part related to inquiry, quotation, what has been provided by SAP in that area. Not much improvement, but a few things are available. So if we start our process with inquiry, let's say. So there is two application has been given. One is manage sales inquiry, and second is list of incomplete sales inquiry. So if you go ahead into the manage sales inquiries, so basically this inquiry you would be creating it if your business process need to register whatever the inquiries are coming, they need to register. Then you need to create those inquiries in the system. So not much options are there in the inquiry. Only option you can go ahead in the create inquiry, and again the same GUI screen will open, which generally it opens and it will create the sales inquiry. If you want to display or change, again same kind of GUI screen will open. If you want to create a quotation with the inquiry, you need to go into the quotation. You need to give a reference of the inquiry, and then you would be able to do it. I will just quickly do it, although there is not much change here. My inquiry type IN, sales organization SG02. Sold to party, I think I should copy the sold to party starting from 3. Okay, let me search sold to parties. Starting 37. 37040 is our sold to party. Now I will put all the details here. My material is, again, same material will be using SG02. My order quantity is 10. It is valid till 25th of June. Pricing error. Let me give pricing also. PPR 0. USD. Here I will put DC01. Save. Still incomplete data. Payment terms are missing. Oh, okay. I will also enter this. Save. Inquiry 1002 has been created. Again, the same process as we do in SAP. I will go here, refresh it. There is not much another option has been provided here. Okay, only the create inquiry is there. If you will click on this line item, it will go into the again display inquiry in the GUI mode. So I will close it. So this is the inquiry which they have given. If you want to use this inquiry and create a quotation, you can use it and you would be able to create your quotation, or you would be able to create your sales order. So that is a standard process. I'm not going into that. Then second is quotation. So you can go here, you can go to the manage sales quotation. Okay. Here you will see a little bit additional information is provided. You will be having a quotation information. You would be having a valid date. Okay. And there they have also given a button to create subsequent order, and extend validity also has been given. So let's first go to the create quotation. Again, creation, display, change, all are the same GUI. Let's say go create with reference. Quotation type we need to select. Standard QT I will select. Create with reference. You want to create from inquiry. So this inquiry I will select. Copy. Again, I need to mention the pricing here because pricing is not copied from inquiry. PR0. Then DC01. Save. Edit. Quotation valid to. We need to give a date that till what date this quotation is valid. Let's say I'm giving it till 24th. This quotation is valid. Edit next data. Save. So quotation 2003 has been created. So if we'll go to the quotation, if we go ahead and so quotation 2003 is there, okay, which is open, and this quotation is for $200 US. So here we have an option. You can see that this quotation is expiring soon. Okay, any quotation which is going to expire today or is already having expiry date, it will be showing here in red. So this, it shows that it is going to expire soon. On 24th June, it is going to expire. If you say that I want to extend it, you can select and you can quickly select on this extend availability. Now this is a little bit advanced feature. You need not to go into the change quotation part, and you can quickly extend from here. Let's say I put till 30th of June. Now this is 13th of June. It shows me in green that till 13th of June, it can be having availability. Now from here, you can also go into the create subsequent order. Order type I need to select, so that SAP has given that we can directly go from here and create. Basically, it would be copying the order. It will go into the copy screen, and then it would be copying our order. Creating our order by copying from the quotation. So this is for 10 piece. Let's say I will be only creating it for 1 piece. Okay. And then I will put a reference here that it is coming from quotation. Save. So order 319 has been created. If we will go here and if I will refresh it, the status of 2003 quotation will change to the in process. So partially some order has been created from here. So it will change to the in process. Then SAP has also given one more application here where basically you can monitor the KPIs. So this is list of incomplete sales quotations. Then we have a quotation conversion rates. So this is one of the KPI which business monitors, that how much number of quotations has been converted into the, what are the quotations which has been converted into the sales order? What is the conversion rate? So there our SG02 is showing the conversion rate of 20%. Let me refresh it so that it shows me the latest data. So it is coming, the data is coming from the multiple orders it is coming. It is showing SG02. If you want to go ahead into the list of quotation, you can go from here. So it is saying that the data is coming from 2 quotations. One has a conversion rate of 40%, another has a conversion rate of 10%. One is going to expire in 1 day, another will be expiring in 9 days. That detail you would be able to get, that KPIs you will be able to monitor from here. So this is based on sales organization. If you want to go ahead based on materials or based on some another part, that is also possible. So based on material also, you would be able to see the trends. We have very few data, that's why it is only showing 1 bar, but it can show you the multiple details. Then the flexible analysis is also available. That is sales quotation flexible analysis. So exchange rate type is M, display currency, let me mention USD. Now this is a flexible analysis we have seen earlier also. So this would be the same kind of flexible analysis. This flexible analysis is showing me based on the quotations. Okay, so it is showing me what is the quotation quantities, what is the quotation has been converted, how many items has been rejected, everything it is showing. So these are the measure which has been defined. Number of rejection, rejected quotation, expiry date, full analysis you can do from here for the quotations. Whatever your reporting requirements which is related to quotation can be fulfilled from here, whether analytical or only just a grid report can be addressed from this analysis report, flexible analysis report. I'm not going into the detail because in the last session, in the inventory session, we have seen this kind of reports. Okay, then I will, before I go into the contracts, any questions till now, guys? Related to inquiry or quotation, do you have any questions? If you have any question, you can ask it now. Okay. If you don't have a question, let's see the contracts. Again, contracts, same story. There are some advanced applications are there for the analytical purpose, but if you want to create a contract, again, you need to click on create contract. And here it will be opening in the standard SAP transaction. So let's say I'm creating a quantity contract. Continue. My customer was starting from 37040. No pricing procedure is determined. Okay, let's check. Oh, so the document type is Y1. For Y1 combination, there is no pricing procedure. So we can quickly add it. So I will be going into our sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing control, assign pricing procedure, set determination, select SG02. So here we have defined for document type A, it says that document type Y1 is not defined. So I will select these ones, I will copy it, and I will update it for document type Y1, for which it is showing me error. So this will make sure that the pricing procedure has been selected. Save. Okay, so pricing procedure has been created. So this was the error which we found it. Let me see if it resolved the error. Yes, it resolved the error by clicking it. Description is SG02 quantity contract, validity from and to we need to give. So this contract is valid from today, let's say till 24th. Reason is, let's say, this emergency. Customer reference number, it's a contract. Payment terms, 001. Material we have not entered, so let me enter material. SG02, FG01 batch. My target quantity, let's say, is 100 for this one. I need to mention the pricing. So PPR 0. Mention the price again, $20 US. DC01. Okay. Okay, looks like we have created all the entries. Let me click on save. So the contract 4005 has been created. So let's check here. I click on go. So contract 4005 is there. So you can go here, you can reject the things if you want to do, or this has a validity date. If you want to change validity date, you need to go inside. Here they have not given the option. The only option which has been given here is to quickly create an order from it. So you can select the order type OR. It will again take you to the VA01 contract, copy. I will change the here to 5 piece contract. Save. So order 320 has been created. Let's go ahead and check it here. The contract would be now in process because few part has been converted. The same way we have a quotation KPI, the same way here, you will also have a contract KPI. So this is your contract fulfillment rate, that how much of the contract has been converted into your sales order. You would be able to get it from here. For SG01, it's 20%, SG02 is a 5% rate. For 1710, it is 5.85%. So you can see it based on the materials, customer, or you can also see a list of contracts from here. So here you would see that what is the elapsed time period, and based on the elapsed time period, what is the conversion rate. So for our one, which we have created, which is created today only, so elapsed time period is 0%, and the contract fulfillment rate so far is 5%. So this is good. However, this contract can be having a problem because 71% of the time has already gone, and we have just converted 20% of the contract into sales order. Sorry. So this is the contract KPI which you can generate. Any questions so far, guys? If you don't have any question, I will also cover few more analytics which you see here down. sales analytics, although it is self-explanatory, but I will quickly cover. Okay, so if you don't have question, let me quickly cover. So we have also few more, some analytics we have already see from the order fulfillment, and then few more analytics we are available here. Let's say the sales order, back order. This is a quite good information which every business is looking for. How many number of orders which is there as a back order, okay, which the dates has been passed and it is still not confirmed or delayed. So you will see here for each week, what are the number of orders, which is unconfirmed orders, partially confirmed orders, or delayed orders, and what are the confirmed orders. So you can easily see that here we are having a lot of orders in each of the week. They are the delay. This is showing by week. You can also change it by sold to party, by material, or if you want to see the list of sales order, you can go here by sales order. Okay, if you want to see by sold to party, it will be showing for each customer what are the number of orders which has been delayed or which is basically unconfirmed or partially confirmed. So that you can do any place, you can click it here and you would be able to go ahead into the details of the sales order to check what is the problem. It will be showing the exact number of sales order which is just delayed or which is partially confirmed or unconfirmed. You will be able to check from here. Then we have some more analytics. That is details of your sales order items. This is also a little bit similar kind of analysis, but it will be showing you the quantities. It will be showing you in the percentage that in each week, what are the orders we have received and what is the confirmation rate, is how many orders has been confirmed. So in this week, whatever orders we have got, only 87.5% are confirmed. These weeks, the confirmation percentage are very low. Whatever orders we got, only 26% or 20.4% order are confirmed. Okay, any place you can click it, multiple views you can select from here, and any place you can click it, you can go to the final sales order document level. Then this is the sales volume report. You would be able to check your sales volume from here. And you will be able to do your sales volume analysis from here. So right now it is showing by month, that for each month, how many different number of open orders, open deliveries, open billings, or sales volume which is existing. That analysis you will be able to do from here. If you want to do by sales organization, that is also possible. So it will be showing you that which sales organization is having a open deliveries or how much of the sales volume is there. You will be able to see comparatively based on your sales organization or the different views. So these all are self-explanatory. Only thing which you required here to go through this application and to do some exploration so that you can know those applications a little better. Then here also we are having the same way the inventory. We have an overview page. Let me also quickly show you the overview page. This is my sales overview. So here also you can go to all of the places. You can create sales order, create quotation, everything you can do it from here. It will be giving you the complete picture that what are the different quotations has been created. These are the open sales quotations. The quotations in pipeline which is going to expire within a week. Two quotation is going to expire within a week, and 2 quotation after a week. Open sales orders, customer contacts, if there is any customer returns has been booked, active returns, you can check it from here. Sales order fulfillment, issues, how many issues you are having in order, in supply, a quick glance view, you can get it from here. So that is the overview page. So with this explanation, we'll be ending here our session. I would say that you can go ahead in detail of order fulfillment and your sales order applications, and you should try to check what are the different applications are available for the analysis or for the analytics, and you should start exploring your hand. Whatever things is not fulfilled from the out of the box applications, you would be able to check it from the query browser. From query browser, you can check CDS views, and from there you can generate your application which is required. Okay, guys, any question from today's session? If you have any question, you can ask it now. We don't have a session tomorrow. Again, I'm repeating, no session tomorrow. The next session would be on next week, Saturday morning, India time, and Friday evening, US time.
And Parminder, in how many sessions are you completing the regular MM training?
So MM training will still take now. The next week, we will be focusing on ATP. So I will be starting ATP next week, AATP. The full week will go in AATP. And after that, we need to, once we have completed the AATP, which would be the common part between PP and SD, we need to cover a little bit on the credit management. We need to cover the settlement management and one new functionality of purchase order release that we need to cover. So at least these all topics which are there in the sales will take at least 4 to 5 sessions, and then the procurement will start.
Okay, thank you. I was wondering about the course duration of your regular like S4HANA MMPP training. Like how many sessions in total?
Oh, okay, that trainings. SAP S4HANA MM training, sourcing and procurement training you're talking about? Yeah. So that training would go around 50 to 55 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be around 50 to 55 hours. So we have already going on a batch for sourcing and procurement, which happens evening India time or the morning US time. And today we are starting a batch. Tara is a trainer for that, for production planning and manufacturing. We are starting a new batch today evening.
Thank you.
Sure. So guys, if you don't have any another question, we will be ending our session here for today, and then we'll join back next week and we'll start our AATP, Advanced Available to Promise.
Parminder, how many sessions have you covered in sourcing and procurement?
Sourcing and procurement, I think we have covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 sessions might be covered. Still a lot paths need to be covered, so we have still covered the basics. We have just, in our last session, we have created the enterprise structure and the basic configuration for finance, which is required, that we have done. Still a lot of part, the master data part will start from today, and then different multiple scenario in sourcing and procurement will start.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So guys, if you don't have any another question, we'll be closing our session here for today and we'll join back next week. Thank you. Thank you for joining today.